This is my math homework number 9, Wednesday. Here it is. On the very first one, it's a little bit too large. Write an equivalent fraction, 2/4. So 2/4, you can write many equivalent fractions, but we just need to write one. The first thing you can do is you can divide both the numerator and your denominator by the number 2, because 2 divided by 2 makes 1, and 4 divided by 2 makes 2. So 2/4 is the same thing, or you could say is equivalent to 1/2. Now, if you do this, make sure it stays the same. So if you do 2 up top, you must do 2 below. Or another way of doing this is you can take 2/4 and just multiply with any number you want. For example, you multiply with 4 each, and as long as your numbers are the same, it will make 8/16, and this is also equivalent to 2/4, and that's also equivalent to 1/2. And that's how you create equivalent fractions. Either divide it by the same number or you multiply it by the same number. For the second one, it says Anthony goes to the library every 4th day and Giovanni goes to the library every 6th day. When will they go to the library on the same day? Interesting. So Anthony will go 4, then it'll be the 8th day, 4/8, then it'll be the 12th day, then it'll be the 16th day, then it's 20, then it'll be 24. So pretty much I am listing the multiples of 4. And then for Giovanni, he goes every 6, so it goes 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So when will they go to the library on the same day? Well, on the 12th day. So it is the 12th day because that's when they both meet at the number 12. So it'll be the 12th day. So when Anthony's going on the 12th day and Giovanni's going on the 12th day. For the third one, it says find the quotient. So we can divide this way, and I'll show you 2 ways to do this. So the first way, if you want, you can divide it this way normally. 10 cannot go into 7. 10 can go in 75 7 times because 10 times 7 makes 70. When you subtract that, you'll get 5. You bring down this 1 to make it 51, and 10 times 5 will be 50, and that will give us 1. Lastly, bring down the 0, and it will be 10, and 10 times 1 would be 10. And of course, your decimal goes between the 7 and the 5, because you do have 2 numbers behind the decimal. Now, that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is simply this. When you divide by 10, it's the same thing as multiplying by a tenth. So it's going to get smaller, and because you have 1 0, you just move the decimal to the left because you're dividing it. And so it's moving to the left, so it becomes 7.510, which is the same thing as 7.51 because you can erase the 0. For the next one, it says Michaelin has 3.6 pounds of jelly beans. He wants to split them evenly between 6 people. What amount of jelly beans will each student receive? So the key thing is that he's splitting it up. So when you hear that he's splitting it up, you know that it's going to be division. Here's how much he has. He has 3.6, and he's going to divide it. He's going to share it among 6 people. So that's what our math problem looks like. It's 3.6 divided by 6. And of course, all you have to do is put an x up top because 6 cannot go into 3, and 6 can go into 36 exactly 6 times. And because you have one number behind the decimal, it's 0.6. So every person will have 0.6 or 0.6 pounds of jelly beans. For the next one, it says solve the following. So you're just going to imagine the 66 or the 6666, and the 9/10 is just 9, multiply normally. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 6 is 54 again, and then add 5 will be 59. And then your decimal needs to go in the same or in the right spot. You have 1 number, 2 numbers, 3 numbers behind the decimal, so you have thousands. So it'll be right there. So the product would be 594 thousandths. For the last one, it says Christian's lunch cost $1.75. He bought lunch 8 days in a row. How much money did Christian spend on lunch? So it will be $1.75 times 8. And we just multiply normally. 5 times 8 is 40, carry the 4. 8 times 7 is 56, add 4 makes 60. carry the 6. 8 times 1 is 8, and add 6 makes 14. You have 2 numbers behind the decimal, so it'll be $14 that he will spend on lunch for 8 days in a row.